Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my LEGO City project called Brickworld. And in today's update we are starting to work at one new building here at our bus terminal. Also we are finally adding the lights to that dark red building here on the left side. That's what we are going to do today, and the new building is going to be an illegal technique builded building, so stay tuned for today's update. As I have mentioned, we are starting by adding some lights to our building here, but first of all I had to do some work under the table because I had to rearrange some of the lightning stuff, all the cable stuff. I also used the time to make everything a little bit more usable and more signed with some little text for every hole that's going up to the city. You can see here one of my big connection points. You have here that little sign that's called Busbahnhof, which is German word for bus terminal. Also we are having here Central Perk, that's a Central Perk mock building next to the bus station. And also you can see a lot of cable is around here under the table, and everything is now better. I also added another layer of bricks on the right side of the building, so the angle of the roof is now a little bit higher on the back side. And also you can see the light is now inside. We can look inside it. Everything is viewable, and it is now all completely finished, the building, because the light was the last stuff I had to add to that building. So that building is completely finished, including light, minifigures, everything else. So we can say, yeah, check it, that building is done, and I am very glad that that has turned out in the way it turned out. So that's the next step. We are going to the place right on the right side of the building, just adding another light post. You can see it here, adding it here. As always, I'm using the lightning system from Light My Bricks, and I'm getting it from my lightning partner, which is a German reseller, Illuminate Your Bricks. That's also or just one reseller that sells Light My Brick items. The next stuff is we are going to build a building with some illegal techniques. That means we are already, or once again, bending some stuff. As you can see here, that's a little nice technique to bend some stuff, and I also want to bend the building itself. So that's a very interesting build to come here. That's nothing that will be finished today, but we are starting by doing it right now. As you can see here, that's the curve here on that place here. Going to add some more columns for the building. It's the same technique we have used on the left side of the bus terminal. As you can see here where the green area is, we're going to add some more greenery also in that stuff, but we need to work at the building itself first. Here are the first columns. I've tried a lot of stuff, some techniques, and you can see now that the building is going to be also a little bit curved. So we can use the curve of that street area also in the building, and also added some more of use these parts here for my columns. That means I'm able to add tiles on the outside. It makes it a little bit more interesting structure because there's these little angles here on the side, and that's what I want to use here. It's as I said, it will be a very interesting technique to use. As you already can see, we're working around that curve of the street, and that means the building itself will be also curved, which is going to be interesting because curved buildings are always a little bit hard to build and hard to stay in that what we want to have. And stepping up to the next part, you can see I'm not only added one new minifigure here, I also started to work at the building itself. I have also added the greenery here between the columns, and that means we have now 737 minifigures in the city, and we also can see how the first part of the building is shaping up. As I said, we are using the curved area here also in the building. I think that is something that's going to make some special building here, not once again one with 90-degree angles, but also having that curve in here makes it more interesting. Also added some more parts of the street itself and started working here in the inner part because the building is above the sidewalk, so the people are walking inside the building, so we have to make that curve also inside the building for the people walking around here. I'm not quite sure how I want to work in that area here. That's something to test out, and just adding these parts here. You can see now that I have also made the curve into the right side using some more hinges. Then we have here now the exact same white offset way here inside. I think that looks quite nice with the white and gray colors. Now it's time to think about what we are going to do here. We also have to make the building curvy outside. That's something we think we're not going today, because it's going to be some more complicated stuff for the future update. But I think that it's going to be right now the perfect location to work a little bit more on the side of that backyard area here, and that's what I have built. You can see I have that little garage entrance here on the left side. Also added another part of that dark red building colored wall here to have the connection between the two buildings, also with that backyard here, and that's how it looks from the front. As you can see, the red wall is a little bit angled here, so we do not have everything in the 90-degree grid of Lego, and I think it looks quite nice here. So as always, what do you think about the stuff I did today? Especially, of course, the starting of that new building. Also started to work a little bit here on the back side, but I think I'm going to use another technique here, not hinges, but I'm going to use the technique to bend the wall itself, like I did it here with that wall next to the train tracks. That's another technique, and I think I'm going to use that technique also at the building at the backside. But that's something I'm going to do not today, but in one of a future update. And now it's time to go back to the night mode, just looking what we did today. And as you can see, we started a new building on the right side. We have added a new lamppost here, worked a little bit at that backyard here, and also, of course, we finally finished that dark red building on the left side by adding all the missing lights. So that building is 100% done now, and that's just great. Yeah, that's it for today. What do you think about what we did today? What are your ideas for all the stuff coming here to the area? So stay tuned for next update, and bye.